Hi friends, welcome to the Zen Den, and I am coming to you with our reading focusing on the eclipse and going into the Halloween, Samhain, and Day of the Dead energies and season. And first of all, yes, I'm in the shop and it's been so busy that I am just doing the reading this week. It's been nonstop for the last 3 days, which is wonderful. And it's been so wonderful to see so many of you lovely ones that have come in and said hello and expressed all your loveliness and just heartfelt blessings and thanks. It's been great. And of course, we still have many beautiful things in the shop. And just so wonderful to see all of you. I'm grateful for all of you. So, going into this season, we're already full in it, and we're in the eclipses in the middle of it. I don't know about you, but I can so feel the Scorpio Taurus energies, the access, the frequencies, the cutting away, and the moving forward. And it's almost like I just got this vision and picture of, like, you know, that Scorpio line that's drawn and like a cutting away and like an eagle rising from a weight that's been holding it down, holding it back from rising to its true height and true purpose of seeing the higher viewpoint in life. So as soon as I said that, that was the vision I got. So today I'm pulling from, I've been waiting since last year to get this deck out, my Halloween Oracle, because it's only fitting, right? It's only fitting. So I already said we have the moon in Scorpio the sun in Scorpio, the moon in Taurus. We have that full moon. It happened today. The eclipse happened today. Make sure you're taking time, processing, allowing, not rushing into anything fast, not rushing into anything big right away. We have that Mars and Mercury conjunction in Scorpio right now. Things might come out. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but be cautious of your words and your conversations right now and your actions. Take time to reflect before we go forward. Just saying. Of course, if you need to speak up and say something, this is a time for sure. But as always, calling your guardians of light, sending masters, angels, friends of light to assist as we move through this process. Okay. And so the first card we got from this lovely Halloween deck is the Skull of Flowers. And it says creating through the ashes. So no matter what's going on in our life right now, it's so important to continue to create, continue to call in those new life-bearing energies and frequencies, even if life just seems so dark and we cannot see through the passageway, we cannot see through the ashes, through the smoke. Keep creating within, keep calling in beautiful creation currents and hold those sacred within your heart flame, because it's really, really important to hold the frequency of the higher vibrations. Woo, I can feel that coming through. Of just like that hope, that beauty, that essence that's so important right now. Okay, sorry about that. I had to just take a quick break and get this for you and take a breath. Okay, so Skull of Flowers. And the poem on here is, to blossom and bloom, the work must be done. Through fire and ashes, our fortune comes. The Skull of Flowers illustrates that there is a sureness and yet rawness to creating again, to starting fresh. Sometimes the universe gives us a blank slate to work on and to start from, so we can build what we really want rather than just settling for less. The Skull of Flowers celebrates not just a kind of phoenix energy, but an energy of success and bloom through adversity. through adversity. So like keeping that in mind, like as like we see things through this eclipse time, through the Scorpio time, like fall away, and maybe through no like fault of our own, they just like things may just disintegrate. That's what I'm like, it may just like pass in out of one's sight, and just to continue to move forward and to continue to create in that light. Whew, that was a lot coming through. A lot. Okay, a lot of emotion, a lot of frequencies, a lot of release. The second card is Werewolf, Exploring Wildness. And I'm going to read this because I always feel the book has something to offer. And I'm not that familiar with the Werewolf card, but it is the full moon, right? Luminosity triggers it. A wild moon rises. Pain and blood and fangs. Fur and howling and wolfen guises. The werewolf is a kind of shapeshifter, but one that has traditionally has had little control over his wildness. In a way, the inner battle between the civilization and wild animal nature fights inside one body. The vitality, strength, and freedom of the animal versus the reason, control, and intellect of the man. Which one is the dominant, which one though is the dominant force? What is a healthy balance between our animal nature and one that is wild, free, and connected to nature? Our radically civilized humanness separate from our dominant over nature. Our radically civilized humanness from or dominant over nature. That was like so discombobulated. Sorry about that. The werewolf asks us to consider this balance and to delve deeper into our own ideas of wildness, acceptance, and custodianship of the planet. When was the last time you spent all day outside? When was the last time you threw your head back and howled at the moon? Do you quash the vitality and curiosity of your own body and mind by sitting all day in front of the computer? The werewolf challenges you to weave the balance between nature and your own nature. So take this time and find a safe space and go out into nature and create a new frequency, create an exploration. See what comes. Take your notepad with you. Write down your insights. And so the last card was the Skull of Stars. The Skull of Stars, infinite possibilities. And again, there's a moon. Why think so small when galaxies spin within? Realize that you are made up of the stars, the stuff of stars, and infinite possibilities begin. This skull brings us back to the fact that we are made up of the stuff stars are. Yet many of us think so small. We are each born with a blank canvas to paint upon. We are indeed an open sky of possibilities. This card indicates that you need to think bigger, more broadly about your future and what you would like to achieve. Perhaps there are false beliefs, often old, that no longer serve you as you grow and change. Sometimes these beliefs may not even be yours. They may have been imparted to you by your parents or the wilder community, yet feel rather incongruent to you. You need to endeavor with all of your heart and soul to live the life you want and honor your own wishes and truth. And this is a perfect time to take some time for yourself and really write out what you want, where you want to go, what you want to do, and the dreams for your life. We are in the ending of the Celtic year and getting ready to start the beginning of the new Celtic year after Samhain. So we're basically on the last harvest and we are reaping everything that we've sown in this year. And now it's time to, I'm seeing, cut the fruits that have not flourished, and let them go back to Mother Earth, and know that they will fertilize the soil in whatever way is important for them to, for our own life. And moving forward, allowing our new dreams, our new gifts, our new life to come forward. So think about that for this ending and beginning. And so synchronous that it's on the eclipse cycles. Well, it's like, maybe it's not on, but it's right before. I mean, it makes perfect sense, right? Okay, wow, that was a super emotional reading. That's like the intensity, like, that so many people, I mean, I've been hearing about going through, and like I've been feeling it, and so many shifts and changes, I think too, especially with a lot of that Scorpio. If you have a lot of Scorpio Taurus energy in your chart, even if you don't, it's still an intense time. So take time for peace and grace and calling that in new ways into life, and really connecting with your guardians of light, guides, and having that spiritual practice, that stability at the beginning and the ending of each day is really helpful to start the focus of the day and then release at the end of the day back into universal life substance. So you're not recreating things of the same day. You're clearing the slate in a graceful way and allowing a new essence to enter into the new day. So, hope that makes sense. Remember, you can always book a reading, and I am happy to kind of go over some of this stuff in the reading too. All right, many blessings.